Chelsea is going through a big rebuild. Todd Boehly bought the club and dropped $600 million on signings. But Graham Potter hasn't been in great form as manager. So today, we're gonna rebuild Chelsea and bring this team back to the top of Europe. But there's a twist. We're gonna use ChatGPT to make every big decision for the club, and the first decision to make is who is going to be the new manager. Ooh, well this isn't a good idea. They're suggesting Thomas Tuchel. I don't think he wants anything to do with Chelsea after he got sacked recently. So let's try this one more time. Who else is going to be a good manager? And this time, Brendan Rodgers of Leicester City is now our top choice. That's much, much better. So our goal is to win any trophy within 2 seasons. It can be the FA Cup, the Premier League, or the Champions League. But we also have a second goal, and that is to cut the average age of the team down to under 23. Now, the average age of Chelsea right now is 26.2, and that means most of the older guys get sold. N'Golo Kante, even Edward Mendy, the goalkeeper, heads off to Spurs. It won't be the last we see of him, but we get the average age down to 22.9. And now with all of those sales, I think we could use a few signings. We're looking a little bit thin now. I think we need a central midfielder and a goalkeeper. So one last time, let's ask ChatGPT, who are we gonna sign? Houssem Aouar from Lyon and Gianluigi Donnarumma from PSG. $40 million and $150 million later, we got our new boys. So that is $800 million spent under Boehly, and Rodgers better deliver with that kind of money spent. We have to finish in the top 4, and Manchester City is our first opponent. This will be a real test. Donnarumma's going straight in for this one. I have a feeling we're probably gonna need him in this game. And let me tell you, Manchester City puts us against the wall early on, but thankfully, Donnarumma's proving to be the perfect signing. And we do settle for a draw in our first game, not the end of the world. Now we tear our way through the season, and Brendan Rodgers is actually doing really well. Manager of the month, his first month in charge. Now it's a bright start, but the problems are already beginning. Kai Havertz is out for 3 months with a broken collarbone, so instead of playing Joao Felix up top, I'm gonna pull him back to attacking midfield. And our next best option at striker is Armando Broja. This is a big sign of faith in the youngster who's only 75 rated. And while Havertz is out, like I said, he is our best option up top. New signing Aouar looking to sneak him through. Could this be his first goal of the season? Yes! And it's against none other than Brendan Rodgers' old team, Leicester City. That one felt personal, didn't it? Well, Broja continues to start, and he now has 9 goals in 14 appearances. And it comes at an awkward time. Kai Havertz is back from injury, but I'll be honest, we've been fine without him. Broja and Joao Felix deserve to continue starting, so it's going to be Havertz on the bench. As we sit in 3rd place in the league, we are rolling on. It is time for the Champions League round of 16. We'll have to beat Napoli to get to the quarterfinals. And the player that continues to steal the headlines is Armando Broja. He scores 3 goals over the 2 legs, and Chelsea pretty comfortably through with this amazing display from our youngster. I can't believe how good he's been. Now, it's going to be AC Milan in the quarterfinals, and if we actually want to win the Champions League, these are going to be some tough games. But with things level on aggregate, 2-2, this is something special. Christian Pulisic with the strike. Well, all the talk has been about Broja recently, but don't forget this kid. He's silently been growing into a monster this season. It's 3-2, and all we gotta do is hang on here late in the game. Now, minutes left, and Gianluigi Donnarumma makes an unbelievable goal line clearance, and Chelsea are going through to the semifinals of the Champions League. Up next, it's Inter Milan, and morale is super high right now, with the exception of Kai Havertz. He is not happy about his minutes. We've fallen to 6th place in the league, focusing so much on the Champions League, so you know what? It's your time to shine, Kai. He's going back into the starting 11 against Manchester United in a pivotal game for our season, and then somehow ends up wearing the captain's armband. I didn't do that one on purpose, but with one single penalty to decide this game, Kai Havertz steps up, chip down the middle, balls of steel. Well, his redemption arc is complete, and he's back as part of the first team. It's enough to carry us into 3rd place, so we should have Champions League again next season. But the more important game right now, the Champions League versus Inter Milan, and we are going to come up against Romelu Lukaku, not a fan favorite around here at Chelsea anymore, and hopefully he won't do too much damage against us. But things get off to a great start. Armando Broja opens the scoring in the first leg with a well-taken goal, but Inter Milan very much up for the challenge, poaching on a mistake. It's 1-1, and it's gonna come down to the second leg. But this is where it all starts to fall apart. Romelu Lukaku, just like we hoped wouldn't happen, comes back to score against Chelsea. Not only once, but twice, and then goes on to complete a hat trick. It's an absolute disaster. And to top it all off, he does not hold back on the celebrations against Chelsea. Well, that means we're out of the Champions League. And on top of that, we didn't make the final of the FA Cup either. So at least we finished in the top 4. We can have another go at things this season. We're back in the Champions League. Funny enough though, Romelu Lukaku is now back from loan. There's no way this guy's staying in the club, so I'm throwing him on the transfer list. And funny enough, Real Madrid are the team that come in with an offer. That's not anything I thought I'd see in my lifetime, but the deal goes through. Romelu Lukaku, hopefully that's the last we see of him. And now we definitely need a good backup striker because Fofana's not ready. We have 178 million to spend. You guys know what time it is. ChatGPT, who's it gonna be? Kasper Dolberg? All right, well, there's a unique signing. 40 million from Freiburg. All right, we'll take it. And while we're at it, I think we need a center back too. That's our weakest position. So we take it back to ChatGPT again, who recommends Jules Koundé. Not a surprise. Chelsea have tried for him in real life. We're gonna try for him again. They want Marc Cucurella though for 60 million on top of it. How about 80? We'll call that fair. But no, they are not playing easy to get with our player, and Jules Koundé falls through for the second time. It's back to ChatGPT again. David Carmo this time. Now that is a more unique suggestion, and it's an easy one to get done from Porto. 48 million, we had the money to spend, but at 80 overall, he's probably gonna be on our bench. Not exactly the quality we were hoping for, but 2 good players, and the team is looking solid now. Now, we ripped through the start of the season, 17 games in the league. We're in 5th place. Already, the league title not looking very likely. So I think it is the Champions League that's going to be our focus again. Maybe the FA Cup as well. But we have a good group. Borussia Dortmund, Villarreal, Dinamo Kiev. I mean, just look at this team, guys. We should be making a really deep run with this kind of quality. And don't sleep on Pulisic. He's up to 85 overall and scored that great goal last season. Let's see what he's got in his locker for this one. Pulisic with a lovely chance against Dortmund and does it a second time. The 2 best goals scored in this career, both by our number 10, who overall hasn't put up many good numbers in terms of goals, but in terms of quality, that is top notch. And then we keep on steamrolling our group. Kai Havertz with a bit of skill, Mason Mount to finish the penalty. And all the group games pretty much look like that. We absolutely steamroll Group B and finish in 1st place. But it'll be no easy matchup in the round of 16. We have Real Madrid. We're gonna have to go through him. And Romelu Lukaku, who makes an unlikely comeback to face off with us again. And he's not the only player who's gonna have left. Kepa, very unhappy with his minutes. Hey, you're not gonna be starting over Donnarumma, so fair enough. A transfer away, I think, was well in order. So we keep on rolling our way towards the Champions League, and what is this? Uh-oh, well, we definitely did not authorize any transfers for Pulisic. I don't know what's going on. Release clause to Arsenal, $0? Well, I'm confused, I'll be honest. There we have it. Pre-contract, he's leaving at the end of the year to Arsenal, our rivals. Well, not happy to see that at all. The FA Cup kicking off, that's a really important chance for us to win a piece of silverware. And Pulisic has been really good this season, no doubt about it. But I don't think we want anyone as part of this team who's not fully dedicated, so Hudson-Odoi will be our starting right winger for probably the remainder of the season, unless he can't stand up to the task. But pretty much right away, Hudson-Odoi shows us what he's got with some brilliant footwork. Against Blackburn, I know you're not the best team in the world, but this guy has some real quality to him. Couldn't score on that opportunity, but you give him enough and he's going to. Raheem Sterling plays through Hudson-Odoi, who finds himself in a good position and finishes on, I was going to say his debut. He's played games before this, but he's back from loan, and now he is starting over Christian Pulisic after that little transfer saga problem. And now Hudson-Odoi is really finding his footing in this team, runs rampant against Norwich, and with another great goal, he's taking us pretty much single-handedly through to the quarterfinals of the FA Cup. Now, 4 goals and 1 assist in 9 appearances. Actually, we compare that to Christian Pulisic. He only had 3 and 2 and 26. So it's not all about goals and assists, but that's a pretty clear indication that Hudson-Odoi could be our guy moving forwards. With Real Madrid in the round of 16 in the Champions League, he better show his form. Romelu Lukaku and Eden Hazard are coming up against their old club. Ugh, man, PTSD already to Lukaku last season. This is going to be a fiery game for sure. Who is going to come out on top in this one? Chelsea with the ball to start, and a lot of good possession here early in the game. Kovacic and Havertz, beautiful little link-up play in the opening goal of the game to Chelsea. We've been playing some great stuff this season. We just got to keep it up. Lukaku now, hard challenge coming in from Badiashile, but somehow still going. Vinicius! Oh, what a goal. This kid is unreal, and now 1-1. We are back to square one. Lukaku, nasty challenge there from Havertz. Well, my unbiased opinion deserves that for what he did to us last season, but that probably should have been a red. Now, Broja, the chance off of a counterattack here. Sterling, lovely weighted pass. Surely it's not going to be this easy. Armando Broja one-on-one with Courtois and a lovely finish. Chelsea 2, Real Madrid 1, and we can carry this now into the second leg. We have 90 more minutes to play to take down one of the biggest teams in the world. That would be a huge boost to see us through winning the Champions League. Raheem Sterling now. Surely it won't be this easy again as Havertz has slipped through, clean through. Real Madrid, such a high line for the second time and pay the price. Kai Havertz scores, and that really should be game over. 3-1 on aggregate. Uh-oh, this is not a sight we wanted to see though. Lukaku, who started on the bench in the second leg, comes off. Is he going to punish us for the second time? Fernandez now. It's poor defending to the back post. Lukaku. It's a tap-in, but he gets the job done again. 3-2. We are only up by 1 on aggregate now. Fernandez has been everywhere. Real Madrid throwing numbers forward. Donnarumma with the safe hands. We only have seconds left. Let's just see this one out. Mason Mount twisting and turning. Uh-oh, right back into pressure. No. Lukaku, back heel. God. Benzema finishes, and we're taking this one to extra time. No doubt about it. That is a huge mistake. Well, if we lose because of that, I'm going to be heartbroken. We played really well up until the mistake. Mason Mount looking to make up for it. Ooh, take a bow. It was his fault that we conceded so late, but that is a world-class goal. No right to score from there. And as the game winds down now, we just have to see it out. But then Eden Hazard scores. What is going on? Oh my lord, there are so many twists and turns to this game, and honestly, either team could go through at this point. We're trying everything we do to just contain them defensively. Only 5 minutes left. It's looking likely this will go to pens, but then Lukaku left open in the box. What? Oh my god. For the second time, Romelu Lukaku kicks Chelsea out of the Champions League thanks to a goal of his alone. And that is another missed opportunity for us. We're in 6th in the league. We're out of the Champions League, and this is our second season. The only thing we have left to win is the FA Cup, and if we don't, we fail. With Wolves up next in the FA Cup, we quickly have to get ourselves together. We could be headed to the semifinals. With seconds left in this one, Armando Broja scores. This kid's unreal. He's been so good for us consistently, and now we'll find out who we take on. It's going to be Manchester United. With Manchester City going through, it's going to be a tough route to winning anything here, but we have to give it everything we've got. Manchester United have really taken us down in the league twice this season, but we have to get the better of them here, and it's a beautifully weighted ball. What are they doing on defense? Havertz, oh my god, no way! What has De Gea done? It's awful defending from United, but the composure there from Havertz to round the keeper for the only goal of the game. We've done it. We're going to the final. This is it, guys. It is our final chance at silverware, and against Manchester City, we got some decisions to make. Fofana is gassed. He's played almost every game this season. It's time for our new signing, David Carmo, to come in and show that he can help us get results against big teams. This is it, guys. The FA Cup final. If we win here, we complete the challenge, but if we lose, that was it. We only had 2 seasons to complete this. It all comes down to the wire. Sterling, Kovacic, no way, lovely stuff, but it's offsides. Heartbreaking. I really thought we went in front there. But Chelsea go on, still level, 0-0. Manchester City throwing everything they have at this. Donnarumma, uncharacteristic there. It's a little shaky. Carmo heads it away, and it's all over from Chelsea. We're trying to play it from the back. It's risky, though. Badiashile, where are you going, Carmo? No! Both center backs pulled out of position, and we're left wide open in the middle, and City. Oh, my lord. Score the opening goal of the game. Well, Badiashile at fault there for actually making the mistake, but David Carmo running out of space, for absolutely no reason. And our center backs, who we said were our weak spot this season, continue to be, and potentially the biggest moment of our entire year. Broja, though, sent through in space. This is a goal we've seen before. Surely he'll finish. Lovely. Opened the body up and went to the near post. There is no saving that. 1-1. Chelsea's hopes very much still alive here. Reece James closing down Foden. Oh, what a touch. James can't keep up. Uh-oh, this could be a problem. Carmo looking to close down, and he can't. And then Haaland shoots through him at the near post. Shambolic from Chelsea again, and Haaland puts them in front. Now, this is a little harsh, but Carmo's coming off, and Fofana is coming on. It's only 27 minutes into the game. This is a big, big decision, but we cannot risk it. And I do think Fofana has shown he's just the better player over the course of the season. Hopefully we won't concede again. And then Havertz pulls us back level. Everyone doing their job so far. And going into the second half here, it is all still to play for. In the second half, though, it looks much better. Not to be too harsh on Carmo, but it does seem to be the right decision so far. Mason Mount slips through Broja. This could be it. He's one-on-one with the goalkeeper. What'll he do? Put it in the top corner. 3-2. Chelsea take the lead again over Manchester City. Is Brendan Rodgers heading to that elusive piece of silverware? Well, seconds remaining. We take it to the corner flag. City, though, breakout. We just have to prevent the counterattack here. We just got to hang on. And we do. Chelsea win, and finally we complete our challenge by winning our first piece of silverware and doing so in style. Let me know in the comments what other teams you guys would like to see me do, or if you like this style of video. And also, if you haven't already, join the Discord, link in the description, and be a part of the behind the scenes community. Thanks for watching. I hope to see you next time.